Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Spider-Man Miles Morales on Kwings Let's Plays. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when more Spider-Man arrives. And special shout-outs to all our members, including our ultimates. If you guys want to hop aboard the membership train, all you got to do is click right here. Select the tier that works best for you. All right, it's time to swing back into action with more Spider-Man in New York City as Miles Morales.
Oh, yeah.
What is happening, Spider Friends? Welcome back to Spider-Man Miles Morales on Kwings Let's Plays, and today we're looking at the Prowler, aka the Purple Rain suit, which has no comic book origin at all. This suit is actually what your uncle gives you after you complete all of the Prowler stuff, so it's pretty interesting. So after you finish all the sound samples and the side mission, I believe it's called Back to the Beginning, then you get this sick suit, which is actually one of my favorites. So one of the suit mods that this thing does is it replenishes one gadget ammo after performing a stealth takedown on an enemy, and you know what your little gadgets are, it's these things, so yeah, it's always good.
So it replenishes that when you take a stealth takedown.
Yeah, so if you're trying to actually accomplish some of the achievements for beating up bad guys, it makes your job a little bit easier. Say you need to be using that one thing, the gravity mine, and you need to use several gravity mines to take out the bad dudes, but then you run out. Well, if you were to somehow successfully do a stealth takedown, you could easily replenish your gadget wheel.
Nice.
Yeah, so it comes in handy, especially if it's not a time challenge, you know?
So you get extra points for, yeah, basically you get, yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think you explained it enough. I don't need to.
All right.
So what you're saying is you replenish it if you get a stealth takedown.
Yeah, that's right.
Amazing.
Spider-Man! Amazing Spider-Man. Actually, that's the other guy. This is Miles' nickname is the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, the city looks a lot more snowy right now.
Yeah, a little bit, but not so much on the PS5, which, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But they have a lot more snow on the PS4, you were saying, or I thought you were telling me.
Hey, you can't do that. You can't do that. I was right there. Oh, jeez.
Come on.
What?
This guy.
What? I've never seen that happen, actually.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
This Prowler suit looks pretty sweet. And I remember when we were getting all the different suits going through, and, you know, you were just like, man, we have to get all those sound clips to get the Prowler suit. Maybe we won't even worry about it. And then when we did the sound clips and we got the suit, we were like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah, this was worth it.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite suits. Like, I think 2099 is kind of my favorite, which also has really no comic book origin, but we'll talk about that. There is going to be a 2099 suit showcase. There will also be a cat suit showcase, which has no comic book origin whatsoever.
I love it when people make videos that are like, the comic book origins of the suits, and then there is no comic book origin.
There is no.
But, I mean, that's like every other video on YouTube where they're like, this is the special move of this character, and then you get to the video and there's like, oh, this character doesn't actually have a special move. It's like, what? So
one of the big differences that I'm getting a lot with playing this on the PS5 on my O1 channel is, or the Kwing Reviews channel, whatever you guys want to call it, you can see the snow, like, during the storm a lot better than you can on the PS4. Oh, I'm just freaking out somebody by hanging out on their window. That would be terrifying. You're just sitting there watching TV and Spider-Man just creeps across.
Especially with the green glowing eyes.
Oh, yeah. Well, he has a couple suits with the glowing eyes.
So which one were you saying you can see the snow better on? The
PS5.
Oh, okay. You can see the individual flakes of snow better.
Also, the city is dressed up as Christmas. So I don't know. I can't tell people to go and, watch it live because I don't know how much longer you're going to see the snow. Because I am, right now in my playthrough, it is December 26th or December 27th for the date.
Oh, nice.
And they're in the middle of a snowstorm, and it looks amazing. But I'm doing all the side missions that I can before progressing the story for when Miles has his little second date with Finn at the coffee shop.
So romantic.
Well, I mean, yeah. And
I guess it's like a friendship date.
That's where they went to that one place together. Like she brought him into the fold.
Oh right, it wasn't quite romantic.
Right? No, it was a business meeting over coffee. Coffee business meeting.
Yeah, that's like. I mean, I feel like that happens sometimes. Like people get together, they think it's gonna be a date, and it's like, oh. No, I just wanted to ask you what we're gonna do for work, or I really just need to talk to you about our homework, and then I'm out of here. It's like, oh, I got confused. Like, it was a business meeting. Strictly business. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Not to be weird or anything, but Frasier has a great episode on this girl that he dates, and the whole date he cannot tell if it was romantic or business. Like the entire date, because she keeps going back and forth.
Wow.
Like she's wearing this really basically like silky dress with her hair up, and then she's just like, she kisses him the first thing.
Oh my gosh.
But then later some random guy comes over to their table and she's like, it's so great to see you, and she kisses that guy too. So then he's just like, and then later on, like, she's just like, oh, let's go back to my room, like, we can discuss some things. And he's like, oh, I guess this is a real date. And then she gets out all her paperwork and they're just discussing it. And then later on, like, and it's just really weird because later on it's like it rains, so he's just like, well, I don't know if I can go out. She's like, why don't you just stay here? And he's like, okay. And then he's just like, what are these mixed signals? And then he just starts like trying to find a place like to, like in the other room, like to just squirm over on the couch. And then she's just like, are you coming over here or not? And she's just like, I'm so confused. And then by the morning, like, he still doesn't know, like, if it was a date or not, if she was romantic with him or not. He has no idea. Yeah, I guess it's just hard to find people's signals. Especially if they're crazy.
I have a feeling that the deaf girl is going to end up becoming like Miles' main squeeze. Like,
yeah,
I think he's going to tell her his secret identity.
It's possible. I mean, she gave him the
skull. Winter Spidey costume as well. We're not going to be looking at every single spider suit though, because I don't like some. Even though the homemade suit technically is from Spider-Man, like the comic books, there's only a couple comic book suits in this game.
Oh, that was a pretty building.
Yeah, it's a pretty building. At night you can actually see some of the Christmas lights a little bit better, but most this is probably right before. No, this is sometime after New Year's, probably.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because if it took place, if Peter left on Christmas Eve, and he's gone for 4 weeks, and he comes back, so 4 weeks after Christmas would be what time in January?
I don't know, like the end of January.
Like the end of January? So, wow.
Because 4 weeks later would be a month later.
Yeah, so you don't even get to see New York celebrate New Year's Eve.
It'd be like January 25th or something like that.
Yeah, which I
it'd be almost the end.
So most of the Christmas decorations are kind of gone. They don't really tell you how much of a time skip there is. That's why I really like where I'm going with my series right now.
I think that's a famous cathedral in New York.
It's a famous cathedral?
Is that St. Peter's? Or is that...
Does it have a name on the front? Let's see. Does it have a name? Doesn't have a name.
I don't know.
Looks pretty, though.
I could be wrong, though. Is there a...
There's a pizza place near it. New York City Pizza. Oh, so speaking of New York City locations, they had to remove the Chrysler Building from this game, from copyright.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
The new owners of the Chrysler Building are different than the previous ones.
Why would they not want free advertisement for their building in the game?
I don't know. So even though it appears in Spider-Man 2018, they've removed it from Miles Morales Spider-Man. And Spider-Man... Well, actually, I don't know if it's in Spider-Man Remastered or not.
I bet they were trying to get money for it.
Yeah, well, here's the crazy thing. Apparently, the Chrysler Building since the 90s has been owned by Eremites. And now... the Chrysler Building is owned by Americans.
Oh, United Emirates?
Yeah.
That country, yeah.
Arabic people.
Yeah, in the Middle East.
Yeah, they were owned by the Middle East since the 1990s. And now
they're owned by people from the U.S.
People from the U.S. that are using U.S. copyright law to basically scrub it from a lot of other places. Also, the reason why I looked into this, the reason why Spidey and everybody doesn't refer to the police department as NYPD is because they can't due to copyright.
Oh my god.
So you have to, they call them PDNY, so Police Department New York.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So if you would say NYPD in the game, you're gonna have to give us little something something to the NYPD. Same thing with the FDNY. Apparently they're legal teams. Yeah.
Oh, you know why they probably do that though? In case somebody reflects them in a bad light.
It's possible. I don't know.
Like that's what Nintendo used to do also, like if people were using their characters in the wrong light, like they would claim copyright on them.
Yep, so the Empire State Building is still here. We're actually climbing up it right now. But the Chrysler Building has appeared in every Spider-Man game but Miles Morales. That's kind of crazy.
Out in the open.
Yeah.
And the Empire State Building, ever since 9/11, has done like colorful things on it, like to celebrate different occasions.
Oh yeah,
so
I thought I saw the different colored lights in the windows.
For about 20 years now.
It is.
Yep. For about 20 years now, they have different colors for different like things. So on St. Patty's Day, like most of the Empire State Building is glowing green. Christmas, it's red and green. 4th of July, it's red, white, and blue. You know.
Wait, is the Empire State Building where the people met in Sleepless in Seattle, or no? That was a different.
I don't.
That might have been a different town or city.
It's
I don't know. I'll look into it. I keep forgetting.
Actually, I think we can get a good shot with the Empire. Let's we're gonna climb up it again. I know. And we're gonna jump off it.
Oh,
and
sorry.
we're gonna take a picture.
No, I was thinking there is a church, I think, in New York City that has, like, there's a really famous church, and then on the other side of the church, they made a huge statue of Atlas with holding the globe.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really interesting, because everybody says, like, basically, basically people say that, like, basically, I believe the church has been there for forever, but the statue I don't think it's been there as long. So basically, it's kind of two different worldviews, like, opposite from each other, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the church, God holding up the world, and then Atlas holding up the world on the other side of the road. So, but I forgot what church that is. I was gonna say, if I could find Atlas holding up the globe, then I could know what church it was. I could look it up.
Yeah, you really can't see it you can't see his suit too well, but there's the Empire State Building in the background. See how it's red and green?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Christmas Miles.
Christmas Miles, yep. And you can see the park decorated. So, just so you guys know, we're actually going to be with our suit showcases. Mostly it's going to take place at night so we can see the snow. And we learned how to change the time of day. And there was actually tons of episodes where it wasn't at night. And it's more fun to play at night.
Even when you mess up words, you're still so cute.
Thank you.
Well, I just felt like going home, like in Miles' home, and seeing his mom, and seeing like their aunt, I forgot what her name it was, like Abuela or something like that.
I think it's
like,
close to that, yeah.
Like, you know, just like, it just gave you this really heartwarming family vibe. It was like, oh my gosh, like you get to know his family. And then when he decorated his room and his sheets were all like really kind of dark, either navy blue or black, just really sleek looking. And I was like, whoa, this guy's, Miles has style here.
Miles got tons of style. I love his little recording setup too.
Yeah,
like
I know.
For his music and stuff.
I'm so jealous of him. I was thinking I need to call him on the phone and give me some tips, because I'm always wanting to record music.
He had a tiny little laptop, USB cables, all kinds of stuff plugged in. Oh, this is cute.
I need Miles to help hook me up with some recording stuff. Like,
this is really cute.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know who that guy is.
Oh, is that George Washington?
No. It's not George Washington. That's somebody else.
Is it like a maybe like a church person? Like it could be like a saint or something.
I don't think so.
Need direction?
Oh wow, look at this.
Yeah, this is cute. This is really nice. Oh, Miles is gonna hang. Oh, there we go. Now he's glowing. Now he's glowing.
Yeah.
Miles, you're glowing.
It's too bad you can't go in there. They're like little.
Oh, gingerbread.
And little, nutcrackers.
I'm gonna have...
There you go.
It's fun messing with photo mode.
That's what I'll have to get everybody for Christmas. I'll just get everyone a nutcracker.
Thumbnail! That looks good. Now, you can't actually change their poses, though. So that's kind of lame. You can't change their poses. So,
that is lame.
Yeah, in the town that I grew up in, which I can tell you guys because I'm never going back, but it was a nice little place in Peekskill. There was this great little place that for probably 10 or 15 years before my time, this guy decorated his house and he put like these little glass things around like this.
Oh my gosh.
And he had several of these in his yard. It was a big house. And it was all Christmas stuff. Like he had Santa's Village, he had the manger scene, he had all kinds of stuff, and then he had like a train that went around it. It was like right on the outskirts of New York City, Peekskill, Poughkeepsie, and some other stuff. And he did it every year, and his electric bill was insane, but...
Oh my gosh, Luke, did you know in our area, like Amish country and stuff, when you go towards, there's like a certain grocery store, there's a bunch of people's houses behind that grocery store, like down the street, whatever. They're already setting up like their Santa, their lights, they have nativities out, like everything. They're all lit up. I saw it like 2 weeks ago. It was already up. They already had it up. They have like...
It's the most
snowmen.
Wonderful time of the year.
I think that someday you and I that is gonna be our thing.
What, to do Christmas lights?
I think we're gonna have like the nativity, we're gonna have Frosty the Snowman, we're gonna have Santa.
Yep.
I think we're gonna have like all these. I would do like the blow up ones. That is easy to do.
That was my favorite tradition to do with my dad. Like when we actually owned our house and stuff like that, we would go all out on Christmas lights. And then eventually when I was in high school, we got super lazy and just kept the lights up all year. Because we didn't want to put them up again. So we just keep them up all year and then...
it's surprising how many people do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, to think of all the work it is to put it out there and how cold it is and things like that. And
especially if you live in northern regions.
Yeah. Oops.
I don't blame anyone for doing that. I would. Because you can't really see the lights very well during the year.
No.
And
no,
like,
you can't really see them too well during the year.
It's highly unlikely they're gonna break like during the year. Like it's usually fine.
Yep. And if you guys are wondering, hey, where's JJ? JJ's gone because we've done all the podcast stuff. Like the entire game's over. Like we're just doing some fun with some free roaming, showing you guys costumes because you're like, oh, we want costume showcases. So it's like what we're trying to do is we're releasing the suit showcases in tandem with the remainder of our I guess you would call it a walkthrough or our side mission videos. So
yeah.
Yep.
It would be cool if you could turn JJ on again, but just have him repeat the stuff he said before.
Apparently we missed one JJ conversation during the credits, but I was worried about like copyright songs, so we yeeted the credits like real quick.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know if we missed it or not.
Oopsies.
Yeah.
The underground must be nearby if they're
But yeah,
hijacking
this
that
has been
billboard.
fun. This was the Prowler suit, and no comic book origin, but you never know now. Like sometimes in video games when these cool like suits appear or these different people make them, you never know when they might actually show up in the pages of Marvel Comics. Like time will tell, you know? Time will tell. But anyway, peeps, that is going to do it for today's episode. Ooh, that's beautiful in the background. Empire State Building.
Oh,
there you
green
go.
and red.
There you go, Miles. Whoops.
Pretty.
Yep. We hope you guys had fun. We had a blast, and we will see you later with more Hyrule Warriors and some Spidey showcases and whatever else is going on the channel. Thanks so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys also live tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with some live stream on something else.
Awesome.
Till then, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya.